listening to First in Line, your all access pass to fan culture. I'm Liv,
And I'm Elham.
and today we are talking People We Meet on Vacation and the Traitors Season 4. Before we get into that, Elham, would you share your boyfriend of the week?
My boyfriend of the week this week is none other than Rob Rausch, who is on this current season of Traitors because he is like, as a season 6 Love Island watchers, like you just love to hate him. He's cute and stuff, and you're like, I don't know, there's something about him like on Traitors. Like I'm like, oh my god, you are actually the like, what is
It's
going on? Like why?
Traitor of all time.
No, literally. And I'm like, you're so like handsome. And like, I just love how he seems to be, at least on TV, from what I'm seeing from the season, very nice. And I just am like, what a sweet little boy from Alabama. Like, he's just like, I'm just a kid from Alabama. I don't know how I came here. And I'm like, I believe that. So he's my boyfriend of the week because I've watched 5 episodes of him on my screen the last 3 days, and I'm all in on
Well,
Rob's
that's gonna be
redemption.
another 5, hopefully. I'm thinking he's
I
gonna
know.
make it to the end. I know we're gonna talk about it, but I think he's gonna make it to the
Same.
end.
I think
So,
he's the winner,
yeah.
but I don't know. We'll
Well,
see.
good choice. I
Well, he
like that
won. He
choice.
won our boyfriend of the week, so he is a winner
Yeah,
in some
the
sense.
real winner. And then for barricade or bust this week I'm going with it's kind of a throwback a little bit. It's My Lady Jane. It's a TV show on Prime Video. Did you ever watch it?
No, but Mumina did, of course, because my sister Mumina and Liv have like the same taste in
Yes.
literally everything,
Yes.
and she keeps trying to get me to
So
watch it.
there was only one season on Prime Video. It actually stars Emily Bader, who is the lead in People We Meet on Vacation, which is why I
Mm-hmm.
picked this one because I need all the People We Meet on Vacation fans to go and watch My Lady Jane so we can get a season 2. It was canceled. It's like my 13th reason, like Julie and the Phantoms, like why they canceled that show.
Bro,
But
they cancel every show. You and Mumina have like a crazy track record with like all the shows you watch get canceled.
it's another one that like people online love so
I
much. It's a
know, yeah.
retelling of Lady Jane Grey's story, and it's actually a another book adaptation. And Emily and the male lead, Edward, have insane chemistry. It's such a funny show. It is like semi supernatural. There's human
Whoa.
animals. So Jane Grey, who's Emily, she gets married and it's an arranged marriage and he turns into a horse at night. That's the concept. It sounds
Okay.
okay, but I need you to stay
Okay.
with me. It is so good.
That is so funny. I mean, yeah, let's all watch it so we can probably like beg Amazon to give it back to us. But my barricade bust of the week is also a TV show. Funny enough, we did not talk about this before, but it's the show I Love LA, the Rachel Sennott show,
I'm
Senate.
shocked you're watching that.
Okay, I know. I don't know. There's something I watched. Her name's Rachel Sennett. I always say Sennott, and that is like not even to be shady. That's just how I see it, how it is spelled to me. But she was on Amy Poehler's podcast like to promote the show like maybe a month ago or something. And I really like enjoyed her on the podcast, and I was like, okay, I need to like watch this show because I feel like it'd be my vibe. And it kind of is. I think it's basically about she's the main character, Rachel's the main character, and she's like working at this talent agency and she has no clients and she's kind of like down and out or whatever. And then she reconnects with this girl that she used to be best friends with who happens to be like a really big influencer, and she takes her on as a client. And as you can assume, it's the roller coaster ride. Josh Hutcherson's in it and he plays her boyfriend, and he's super hot and I love watching him on my TV.
Means
And
to watch.
yeah, it's just like funny. I do think there's a little some parts of it where it's a little cringe because it's like trying to be a sitcom, and like sometimes it's too meta where I'm like, why are you talking like people on Twitter? Like I cringe at any show that does that. But I think overall it's really good, and it's gonna have a second season, so I'm like hoping that they can, tighten up a little bit of the storylines. But I loved it.
Me, I'll watch it if you watch My Lady Jane because I was kind of not watching it in solidarity with you, but
No,
fine.
you need to watch it because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know. I kind of don't really like any of her other work. Like I don't. I've tried to watch her other
Yeah.
movies and it's just not for me. So I didn't think that I would like the show, but after I'm telling you, like shout out Amy Poehler, Good Hang podcast because I'm like, wait, you're actually really funny and like quite
No wonder
likable.
she's a Golden Globes winner for podcasts.
Literally, like
Will make you
you
like
like
anyone.
I'm like you're so likable and funny. So let me watch this. But yeah, that's my. We have some TV for you guys to watch. So let us know if you do.
Well, hopefully you have caught up on episodes 1 through 5 of Traitors because let's dive straight in to our thoughts. Did you watch any other season of the Traitors?
No,
So this is your
no.
first time watching.
Yes.
It
And
was
I
like my
can't believe
hyperfixation the last 2 seasons.
you watched the last two seasons.
Yeah. Huh.
I can't believe because I'm not really into game shows. Like, I don't watch Survivor. I don't really watch Big Brother. Like, I'm not really into that stuff. So I was like, it's just not for me. But now I'm watching this season and I'm like, this is like the greatest show of all time. Like, it's so good.
That's so funny because I feel like you're the type of person who at some point is gonna have like a Survivor hyperfixation and you're just gonna binge watch all 50 seasons. Like at some
Maybe.
point, maybe watching this will make you go and
Yeah. Because I like the game. I just love the like mind game of it all. Like, I'm like,
yeah. The whole time I'm thinking like I would definitely be able to catch these traders, but like would I
same,
actually I don't
same.
I don't know. But so my initial reaction, I'm someone who loves the show, but it's
Hmm.
just so many car rides, so much
Yeah.
talking, but not really talking in car rides. Like the first 8 minutes of the show is them just sitting in cars.
Hmm.
Ever really do a full introduction for most of these people because I think it's assumed that you kind of like know them from other shows or have watched them. I'm not the biggest Big Brother fan, but like I knew some of them, didn't know some of the others. Same with Survivor.
Yeah,
So
I felt the same.
go ahead, sorry.
I felt the same way in the intro like episode because I was like I kept thinking I was watching with my sister and I was like how many people are on this show? Because it felt like there was like endless amounts of cars. Like I was like how many people are on this cast because like what? It just feels like they kept like another car, another car, another car and every car had only 3 people in it. And I was like what
Yeah.
is happening here?
And then some of the outfits were killing me, like
Oh my
Lisa Rinna in the
god.
full leopard with the leopard hat was just doing it, and then Mara Higgins, Love Island legend,
Yeah.
in the full like latex, which is like such a nice green color. It was
Yeah,
perfect.
very pretty.
And I really wonder like if these people brought like do they have stylists on location or do they have their own
I know.
stylists working for them? They don't
Well,
stay in the castle. I do know that.
yes, which I knew that from Housewives had because obviously other housewives have gone on the show in
Mhm.
the past and they've said that they don't stay in the castle, which I thought was like really interesting, and also that I think they only film for 2 weeks or so. It's like not that long of
Yeah.
time, so I would assume that they probably just get all their wardrobe like in a from their stylist. I don't think because yeah, it's like do they travel with Glam Squad? Like I don't, but they all look good, so. I don't know. But I'm like, you're gonna bring a glam squad to Scotland for 2 weeks? Like, I don't know.
And then it was killing me that Rob introduced himself as like a Love Island star to Olympic figure skaters. Like,
I
hi,
am
nice to meet
shocked that there hasn't been a Love Island person before this season. I feel like, but Rob is a good one. And yeah, the Olympic, I didn't realize that they like, I thought it was solely reality TV people. Like, I did not realize that they do bring on like athletes and stuff and like comedians. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
is happening? And Donna Kelsey, America's Mom, like, which, okay, like, no hate to Donna Kelsey. She seems like a sweet lady, but I kept hating when they're like, we can't, like, she's America's Mom. Like, everyone loves her. Like, I'm like, America's Mom? Like, what? What is going on here? Like, she's just the mom of two athletes and, like, related to Taylor Swift, I guess, but I wouldn't call her America's Mom because she doesn't do it. Anyways, but yeah, I just was like, I'm just like, really, Donna Kelsey? But I did love that they made her. I mean, whatever. If you're listening to this, guys, these are all
No,
the
you better
spoilers.
have watched all 5 episodes
Yeah,
by this
we
time. Like
don't
we're
care.
jumping around. Like my
But
notes
I
are all over
like
the place.
loved, yeah, it's like we have to jump around. But I love that they made her secret traitor. Okay,
You
I love
did.
that they made her, no, I love that they made her a traitor. I wish they made her one of the three that originally get picked because I honestly think it would have worked if she was like
Yeah, I wish
swapped
that
with like Candace or something.
she was united with them. Although I firmly believe that that woman is a faithful. Like she should
I
have
know.
been faithful, and no one would have ever doubted that.
No.
I think it's really interesting. Like obviously you don't know the way that they edit it, but the way that they were saying like she changed a lot after the initial like traders were picked and also that it was kind of difficult to get to know her because she's so normal I could see her being really
Yeah.
like kind of quiet because she doesn't really know how to approach
Yeah.
like being a trader. um
Yeah.
I was mad because picking her as like that like a secret trader, which they also hadn't done before, like singles her out so much more and kind of alienates her. And
Mhm.
I just felt like that was a really poor choice. I agree with you. Like I was hoping that she would have been reunited with them because I think they would have all done really well together. And this like
Yes.
dynamic is so good. The only thing that I'm thinking about is like I have this theory that it was like always intended for her to only be on like one or two episodes
Yeah, to just get the
because she
views or
wasn't
something.
participating in all of the challenges and because she's like was kind of taking that, oh, I'm such a fan of everyone, like, oh, I'm just here
Yeah.
as an added person, like it was kind of giving we made her this and no she's kind of gonna get
Yeah,
weeded
gonna
out.
yeah. Which okay, like it's just so funny. I feel like in the context of Taylor Swift, like it's like when she kept being like, I can't believe I'm in these rooms with all these celebrities. I'm like, girl, we've seen you on TV in the Kansas City Chiefs box, the VIP box with like every celebrity under the sun. Like, I don't know, I felt like she was, and I do believe this because she is an old woman. Like she's, an elderly woman, her kids are old. Like her kids are NFL players, but they're not Taylor Swift until like 2 years ago. And it's just so interesting how she just kept being like, I'm such a big fan. I'm such a big fan. I don't know, like, what was me? Like, how am I here? And I'm like, really? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I can kind of see. Also, she's just like so much older than all of them. Like, even I'm assuming like Michael Rappaport, like maybe they're similar in age, but I feel like he's a little more like gossip, like out there, outgoing, very loud. And they should have gave her a friend or something. Like I'm like, you couldn't like, get someone else who's like her age. It's normal to be there with her. But I also think this is a side tangent, but I know that they've because I literally made Mary apply for this, but they're like searching for a normal person to go on
I was
Traitors.
you should do it.
Really? Do you think I'd be good at
I
that?
think you should do it. I have no poker face. Like someone would be like, "You're a traitor," and I just
I know.
start
I'd
like
be like,
giggling, like laughing. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. And also, I have very like external anxiety. Like when I'm anxious, you can
mm-hmm.
tell. Like it made me laugh because Colton was shaking so much in the challenge where they have to stack the skulls on top of each other. Like
Yeah.
I would just be shaking the whole time with nerves. Like especially if I was a traitor, I would just be
Mm-hmm.
like trembling, and everyone would be like, "You are a
Okay,
traitor."
bitch, you're the traitor. Yeah, no. But like I know that they're doing that for maybe like next season or the season after. And I feel like Donna Kelsey is like kind of a way to see how that would play out because she is like a normal person. Her celebrity is just like from her children. But I thought
They
that was
have done it in the
interesting.
UK. I think it started with regular.
Isn't Aaron from Love Island a freaking
Yes.
Traitors
He
winner?
was like a normal person when he
Yeah.
won
Yeah.
that Traitors.
Yeah. Which I would like. I feel like it would be so. I mean, maybe Mary will be on it. If I'm like, because I'm like, I can't. I'm too scared. I don't know. I would literally be like, please, no one, please don't believe,
No,
don't.
it's more so like
Just tell me.
murdered. That's the thing. It's
No,
just like you to have to weed the traitors out. Like you could just randomly wake up and be murdered.
I
There's so
know.
much gameplay and strategy that goes into it because you don't want to be like too obnoxious. You don't want to be calling too many people out because then you put a target on your back. But then
Freaking Colton.
yeah, but then if you like also don't make any comments, then you're easy game to just like
Yeah.
kill. No one's gonna be like, oh, so and so thinks that they got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Something else that I loved in the first episode is someone, it was probably Dorinda, said Lisa would run her grandmother down, which was
Yeah.
so funny. And then when they killed Caroline later on, I was like, yeah, there you go. Like Lisa
Yeah.
would literally run her grandmother
Yeah.
down for the
Which
show.
literally I was saying when obviously the traders are Rob, Candace, and Rinna, Lisa Rinna. And I was saying to my sister, like, I'm like, if I was Rinna and Candace, which they kind of have done they kind of have done this so far, but like you cause a rift in the housewives because you will be like the other housewives that are there, like Dorinda, or the unassuming ones at the time, Caroline, like they would just think, oh my God, like who would do that to us? Like we would never do that to each other. Like I feel like that really works
No, they really
because
did have to kill they had to kill a housewife,
yeah,
especially with having two of them.
yeah,
They
it's
had
like you need to get the people that would be like that would never assume you, and I feel like that they're really good at that, even though I think Rinna is very over the top. This comes up in episode 5, but Rinna is
yeah.
very over the top and like very outgoing and out there, and like you can see that in certain aspects. Like Colton mentioned, like in the round table, she doesn't really
It's
talk.
in the wrong, like again, like what Colton was saying, which
Yeah.
I hate to say that he's right about literally anything, but she's outspoken like at breakfast, but not anywhere else.
Yes.
That's really off.
Yes, and I feel like it's interesting because it is. I mean, I watched her on TV for like a very long time on Beverly Hills, and like that's not her character at all. Like she's very loud, she's very outgoing, whatever. But I also think Candace too kind of does that a little bit. But because like when they voted out Tiffany, she was like crying at the round table, and she kept being like, she was literally crying, and she was like, it just makes me so emotional. And I'm like, if I was someone else at the table, I'd be like, why are you crying unless you feel guilty or something? Like, I guess you can feel guilty that you put her name on the thing, but like I would be like, do you feel guilty because you know that she's not a traitor? Like, there's things, little things like that where I'm like, you two are just, something's wrong. But then you have Rob on the other end, who literally nobody questions, nobody has anything to say about Rob. He just is there because he's cute and nice to look at and nice to talk to. But another thing I noticed about him, and I wonder if anyone's going to bring it up in the future, is he never talks to people first. They
Hmm.
always talk to him. And maybe this is edited that way, but like in every group discussion, in every conversation, he's never the first one to say something. Like Colton's the first one talking, Mora's talking, and he's the guy from Dancing with the Stars whose name escapes me. He's talking, and then Rob is just like, "Really? Oh, you think that? Oh, what makes you say that?" And I just find that interesting that no one is like caught on caught on to that, but also I think it's because of his good looks. Like I'm telling you, like his looks are saving him because everyone like thinks he's cute. So they're like even one of the figure skaters, the male figure skater, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like he's so hot. Like he's talking to someone else and I'm like, "Guys, we need to get out of the spells of Rob's hotness and we need to think
Well,
about how he doesn't talk."
I think with all the people that are going, and that's where it gets harder, is like they're getting out some of the like people that were just throwing names out there,
Yes.
and that's why other people need to step up. I think there's a lot of people this season that haven't really said much of anything. Like
Mhm.
Mark, Eric just started to get talking. Like Johnny and Tara really haven't said
Even
anything at all.
Steven Coletti doesn't talk either. I noticed
That's
that
another thing I was gonna talk about. Like, I need him to have more screen time, Steven. Like,
yeah.
can you say a few words, please?
Because like when he voted for Ron and he's sitting next to him and he goes, "No hard feelings" or whatever, I was like, this is like the first time I'm seeing you on my screen, and it's like in the
Wait,
50-minute
it's so
mark of
funny
the
because
episode.
like Steven, let's talk. But at the challenge in that episode 5 where they were shooting arrows into the shields or whatever,
Yeah.
someone was like, "Let's do Steven." And I was like, "Who is Steven? How could I forget him?"
Literally, we don't. Yeah, there's so many people that like do not have get any screen time, and you kind of just forget they're there. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I do think also, can I just say like justice for Ron because he literally has done nothing wrong.
Literally was like, "I don't care about you or your families."
Right? Nothing wrong. Like he literally just is like talking
He
to
was
people that
found his friend.
God God forbid he's the one person that befriends the elderly woman because now they all think that he's a traitor and they're all like, you did this, like, it's you. And it's like, he does
He literally is just sitting
nothing.
there.
Like, it's actually,
Okay, also, can we talk about like if we're gonna talk about Ron, like um
I can't.
when Candace I thought Candace was gonna get found out the first day when she
Oh
told
my God.
that about Michael Rappaport. And then when I thought it was hilarious, everyone follows Michael Rappaport and Portia out of the room to like go confront
Hmm.
Candace. And then Mara Higgins is like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes.
Remember, like Candace's game was saved by the fact that Mara cannot
Mara was like,
tell literally anything that happened
yeah.
like just a few hours ago. But then Portia, my girl, like, why do you keep saying you killed Ian? You couldn't not say that she killed Ian.
No,
And
but
so, like, I don't understand how Ron is getting thrown under the bus for this when multiple people were in the room where Portia kept saying, and she even said it at
literally,
the round table, didn't she? She
yes.
said it at the round table. Like, obviously he's gonna think she's a traitor. It wasn't like he like did some rocket science to like come down to the conclusion that she was a traitor. She literally kept saying she killed Ian. What?
I know, and then someone goes, I think it was Michael Rappaport, or someone was like Freudian slip, like it's a Freudian slip, like she actually didn't mean to say, like
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, yeah, Portia is just so dumb. Oh my God, Eric with the perfect. Okay, the I had the I understand. I listen to 40 mixes a day. I know pitch. It's your last. And to get when he said that, I literally was so scared. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Then he
Yeah.
goes, Tiffany. And I'm just like, you better get back in the studio. You need to take a hearing test because what are you talking about?
That's like the funny part. Like, why is he like putting a disclaimer on it? Because you like that, then you're so wrong. Like,
It
you're
was so
so
bad. It was so bad, but that made me laugh so hard.
wait, going
And
back a little bit,
yeah.
the conga line
Oh
and
my God.
Rob C being like someone's getting murdered in plain sight because they've done it on different seasons, and last season it was like you gave someone a poison drink, like you made a drink for someone and then whoever drank it died in the morning.
Hmm.
So he like literally clocked what was going on, and they're like conga lining and he's like hiding, cowering in another room. Missing out that he's getting murdered was so funny, but also you would not catch me dead in a conga line.
No, that was so weird.
But apparently they talked about doing it earlier in the day, so it wasn't like weird, but it's even weirder that they talked about doing a conga line.
Yeah, it's like,
Just two people
what?
in a house randomly.
I guess they're so bored that they just like have to come up with something to do. But yeah, I was like, that was funny.
And then
Also,
it's stressful, and Rob's like lighting, like they're supposed to just throw the card in the fire, and he's like
mhm,
lighting it on a candle before throwing it in the fire. Just throw it in the fire.
I know the dramatics are kill me. Like they're like, you're dead for now, or like whatever they say. Like it's
Yeah.
just like so funny. I'm like, okay, but you actually do feel like these people are getting fucking axed when they get murdered, though. Like I'm like, oh my
The
God,
drama of it
yeah.
all is really good.
And the morning breakfast. Like when Rena had to describe what happened in the trees, I was like, oh God. But obviously she knows, but it's like,
Luckily they saw it, so she was
yeah.
able to defend herself. And then it's funny because the other traders thought that she was doing like kind of too much, but then
Hmm.
they all were like, "Why didn't Ron mention the axe?"
Yeah. Which I thought was so funny. Um, but I was thinking like, well, you don't know because you're one of the last people to come in. Like, you don't know what they already know.
Mhm.
Which is maybe why she went into such extreme detail because she just wanted to be like, okay, I know as much as whoever you asked before because clearly this is not the first time you asked. But it was just so funny like when he was like when Monet goes, "Oh, a gold mask?" He was wearing a gold mask and then she goes, "No, it was black." And I'm like, "Okay, you're trying to like trip her up, but also if I accidentally said, 'Oh yeah,' or whatever. I don't know. I just thought it was
Yeah,
really
that's
funny. Like
true.
when she goes, "I need my tea. I can't talk without my tea." Like I'm like, okay, Renelle, like let's calm down a little bit. But I don't know. I'm really excited for more episodes because I just need everyone I hate to be on. I'm excited for it to be like when I just love. I'm like, can it just be like? Can we already get to the point where there's like 6 people left? Like I'm like, I
Yeah.
need, I need. I don't know. Who do you want to get out next? I honestly want Colton get out.
Oh,
Colton
Colton
to
needs
get
to.
out because
So like Colton is on a PR tour. Like I
I
don't know,
know.
the PR team is like this is going to like reshape your like the way that you public perceives you.
Yeah.
And I'm just so over it. Kristen's right. She's like, there's something fishy about Colton. The whole thing is fishy.
Yeah.
I hate that Michael Rappaport is such an idiot that he made everyone else like come around Colton
Yeah.
and like give him some credibility. Granted, like he was being an asshole,
Yeah.
but I just hate that it like worked out that way. So I really would like to see Colton gone next. I think that they're going to get him out.
Yeah,
I don't think
same.
that I'm not sure that like they're gonna murder him, and I think that that would be interesting because Colton already publicly said that he thinks it's Lisa. So then for him to die, like I think would
Yeah.
give some credibility to that too. So I'm a little scared about them potentially making that decision. I would like to see him banished.
Yeah, same. I think, but I feel like it'd be easy to kind of get people to turn on Colton because you literally can be like, he's kind of the reason why the last like few people have been axed. Like
Yeah, and he
you
just
can kind of
recently decided like that he just needs to be the one to talk, and he's not smart enough to
no.
do that. Like,
And
granted,
also,
Tiffany thought she was smarter than everyone else. Yeah, it's just
wait, is Tiffany from Big Brother or Survivor?
yeah, she's from Big Brother, and like on her season of Big Brother, which I think I watched part of it, she was part of a group. Like, she's not smart enough to be on her own. She did
Yeah.
well because she was in like a foursome that was like really, really strong.
Yeah.
So she came on this show and was just like, "Oh, I'm the smartest one here. I can do this or that," and like was trying to play Michael Rappaport. It's like, girl, if you're trying to play Michael Rappaport, you need better game.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how
Yeah.
it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So it didn't work out for her, but like Colton's also not as smart as he thinks he is. It's
No.
just like some of the egos that want to be the first one to solve the puzzle. So they're just like throwing out a random name.
I know, and it's just like, okay. And I'm sorry, but I hate all his outfits. Like, I'm like, can you stop wearing your jackets like over your like on your shoulders, but not actually on your person? Like, I really hate that on like anybody in the
Yeah.
world. But I'm like, enough. And he's done it like 3 times. Like, I'm just like, why can you never put your sweater on or whatever you're wearing? Like, it's so annoying and it annoys me. But yeah, this like PR stunt, like, I'm just like, enough. Like, when he was like, when Jordan was like, "Oh, you were on The Bachelor, but you're gay," and he goes, "Yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. That's why it didn't work out." And I'm like, "Well, can you also tell her about how you stalked a woman and put a GPS tracker in her car?
Yeah.
Maybe."
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
No, that's my thing. Like everyone wants to talk about Michael Rappaport, but I'm like Colton is literally just as bad.
yes. Like, he's evil. Like, he
Yeah.
is just evil. And also, as horrible as Michael Rapport is, obviously, like, I just don't like him. He's an old curmudgeon, like, just a cranky old man. He literally, from episode 1, like, he's just loud, annoying, whatever. But I'm like,
Yeah.
he was entertaining on the episodes. Like, it was kind of funny to see him blow up and be like pissed off and be like,
I thought it was funny
"You're
like,
this,
to the
you're
point where
that."
they literally were all like, "We don't want to play with you anymore.
Yes, I know. Which
You ever want you anymore, so we're gonna vote you out." Even the
yes.
game is like to get people that are traitors. Also, there was like a discussion over the 5 episodes about whether or not he was a traitor, and people were like, "Do you really think like he is smart enough to be a
No.
voter?" And the answer is no. So like
No.
that's why the conversation kept kind of like his name was never coming up by enough people seriously because people were
Mhm.
like, he's not smart enough.
Stupid, yeah. Like, they're like, "He's stupid," and he blows up, and then he's like, "I'm so sorry," and
But I
like,
love how good Mara was at getting under his skin.
yes, and
She's just so good.
she's like, "Why are you yelling at me?" I love her.
And Ron said that she's a traitor because she takes light footsteps and she's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment," but she was so mad.
That was so funny when he's like, "I knew it from the footsteps. It was someone small." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Candace. It's Candace. It's Candace." And then he's like, "No, it was Mora."
Yeah, I also thought he was gonna say Candace. And then also when someone said to Lisa, it might have been Colton, about Monet when they murdered him, and he's
Hmm.
like, "Oh no, the best dressed is gone." And Lisa just goes, "One of the best."
I love her. Literally, this is like the perfect show for her. Like,
It's
and the
so
fact that she's a traitor is just, it's perfect. Like, I just know she loves all the power that she has, and
yeah.
it's just amazing. But I'm excited for the next episode and like,
It's gonna start getting messy, I think.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Traders are gonna start getting found out. Hopefully not Rob, so he can be boyfriend of the week
I
next.
know, I'm like, I want Rob to win. I'm sorry to say
That means that
that.
he would like steal all the money, but it's
Well,
fine.
I think my theory is that they do kind of, I think him and Candace make it the farthest, and I think he backstabs Candace. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the traitor that backstabs either Candace or Rinna, but I'm assuming it's Candace because I think they're both really good at it, or all three of them are really good at it, but I also think Rinna, like, this last
I
episode
think
was
she's just gonna be like
not,
the most obvious to,
yeah,
yeah, target. Yeah.
but excited.
Well,
More
let us know
Traders
your thoughts
talk.
on Traders episodes 1 through 5 and keep up with us as we watch the rest of this season. We do have people we meet on vacation to talk about.
Hmm.
I did read this book almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I did not love the book when I read it, but I loved the movie.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about the movie?
I loved the movie a lot. I thought it okay. The two leads, Tom Blythe and Emily Bader,
Yes.
they have insane chemistry, like literally from like the first scene together. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, I'm loving
Yeah.
this. I also think that they, from what I remember of the book, like, it's like pretty much follows the book like
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
T, which I really like because sometimes it's really hard, but I think with romance books it's a little easier. And I just thought, like, even when they were playing, like, because it obviously goes back in time and stuff, like, even when they were playing younger versions of themselves, like, they seemed younger, like, from the styling and everything, and like you could kind of feel their relationship growing throughout the movie. And another random thing is I thought that Tom Blythe's American accent sounded exactly like Peter Kavinsky.
Oh, really? I need to go back
Like,
and into
You
it.
need to, because I was like, why does this
It
guy
is
sound
really
like
jarring though because I have only heard him like with the British accent and because I still haven't watched The Hunger Games. Like I've
Mhm.
seen clips, but I haven't watched the Hunger Games movie that he was in full. So I've only seen him with his English accent and I'm like, "Wait, is he English?" Like I'm so confused.
No,
What's
I
going
know.
on?
I know, but like if you like you need to watch the scene again because it's literally Peter Kavinsky to a T. Like I'm like
Okay.
this is so crazy, and maybe it's because I just recently rewatched To All the Boys I Loved, but I'm like this sounds so familiar to me, and I was like in the middle of watching, I'm like oh my God, it's Peter Kavinsky. Like it has to be who he like studied or something because it sounds just like him. But
I thought like in the book, I really didn't like Poppy, like the female main character was the
hmm
problem for me. I thought that the way that they did it in the movie, she's like over the top. I mean, they even talk about it in the movie, the character
yeah.
about being over the top. I thought that they did it in like the least cringy way that they could have done it in the movie, and so that's probably why I liked it a little bit better. She
hmm
just wasn't nearly as annoying as she was in the book. And I think in the book part of it, I think it might go back and forth between, I'm not sure if it's a dual POV or what it is, but there's too many of her thoughts.
Yeah.
The movie, it was different. So I
Yeah.
liked that. And obviously, Emily Bader is an actress that I really love. So that definitely helped as well.
Yeah, I also think that she it's just so funny. Like obviously, okay, guys, like the plot, like when she's like gets invited to the wedding and she's like, I'm not gonna go. And then she goes, calls him and she's like, yeah, like I'm just not gonna be able to make it. Like trying to tell him that Poppy's trying to tell Alex that she can't make the wedding, but then she's like, I'm going on a work trip. And yeah, it's in Barcelona or whatever.
Yeah,
She's like, it's in Barcelona. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I just thought that scene was so funny. And I'm like,
it
girl,
was so fun.
can you just say like clearly you like him or whatever and you want to see him? But I just thought it was really funny
I
how that
thought
whole
that they
scene
got
played
the
out.
comedy aspect
Yeah.
of the movie down really well. Again, it just didn't feel too cringy or cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually thought it was funny. So that really worked for me. And I'm really excited about it because I know they're doing TV shows and movies for pretty much all of her other books.
Mm-hmm.
And since I loved a majority of them more than this one, like I'm so excited to see what happens to them. Obviously, they're probably going to be made by different
People,
directors,
yeah.
but if they stay true to it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to see what would happen with any of them.
Yeah, and I thought it was so funny, like the classic. When I read the book, I like hated the opening where she goes, "You can be anybody when you're on vacation. You can do this, you can do that." I'm like, "Okay, girl, you're an adult. Like, what? This is so cringe." But in the movie, they like really show that because she literally was not like the way she is with Alex is not how she's with like anybody else.
Hmm.
And I felt like that was really strong shown throughout the movie. Like even when she has a different partner, like she acts very different. She's very
Yeah.
like aware of like what's happening and like kind of self-conscious in a way, which I thought was interesting in front of somebody who she's known for years and clearly has more of a close bond with. But
Which I need to see, is it Lucian
yeah,
Lavencourt? I need to see him as a lead in some,
I
like in a movie.
know.
He's
He's
always
always
the other
playing.
guy, and
Yeah,
I need to see him as a lead. Like
I
I love
know.
him so much.
He's typecast as the other guy who's like kind of an asshole, like in like
Yeah.
everything.
But like
Um,
he can still be that, but just the main character.
Yeah, no, literally. And then I don't remember her name, but the girl, she was in the White Lotus
The one
last
who
season of
plays
the White.
Sarah.
Yeah. Her wig, the blonde wig that they put on that girl.
I don't understand why they did that. Like I would rather them not do that than how ridiculous it looked.
No, it looked horrible and like clearly it was way too big for her head. Like there's like a headband trying to like trying to distract from the horrible wig, but it just didn't really work. But even like in the end of the movie when she like her hair's like down or whatever, it still looked bad. Like it looked weird. Like I was just like what is happening? I did not like that really. And I forgot that they he proposes to her in
Yeah.
the like I forgot that happened and when it happened in the movie I was like wait what the hell like this is
The
kind of
only thing that
awkward.
I was glad that was omitted from the movie that like just really cringed me out is when in the book he gets a vasectomy
Mhm.
after she has the pregnancy scare because his mother died during childbirth. So he gets a vasectomy. And that plot point just like was too much
Thanks.
for me. Like, you guys aren't even together. It was just too much for me. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, so I'm really, really glad that it like didn't even come up in the movie. Yeah, but what
that is
else?
so funny.
they say like I love you to each other, right? They're having this
Yeah,
great time in Barcelona. They're on the dance floor. And she's like, "Yeah, can we not talk about us? Like, I love you, but like, can we not?" When he says love has never been our problem, I was like,
I know.
jaw dropped to the floor. That was such a good line. And then she just goes, "But I love you, but can we not talk about this?"
I
Girl.
know. I saw a letterbox review that goes Alex and Poppy were it was like Alex and Poppy were in the wind, the Challengers wind that makes you cheat because in the Challengers movie, like the same thing happens where there's like a storm happening and they start making out and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is so funny." She's like, "I need to get air. I need to get air." And I'm like, "Oh, it's raining outside. It's pouring. I wonder what's gonna
Eric and
happen
I were
next."
talking about the water in that scene because
Yeah.
that just looks like they're standing like under a hose. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't giving authentic rain. It was giving
No.
like they're standing under a hose the way the water was coming down.
No. I'm like, "Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen here. Oh, okay. I want
I
you.
did like
Oh,
the
okay."
stabbing of the
Yeah.
paper to get through. It was funny. The decrepit road that they had them on to pretend that they were in Ohio when they were really in New Orleans had me dying at the end of the movie. They were like bouncing on the road, and you could see like all of the places where they had like read on the pavement. So
Yeah.
they were in Ohio was just so funny to me.
And also her like running. I'm like, girl, her like running after him. I'm
Oh,
like, there's
stop
like
running.
there's too much running and
Ag too.
there was so much like working out in this fucking movie. Like I'm like, okay, why is every other scene a run? Someone's running, someone's outdoors, someone's camping. I'm like, okay, guys, enough. Also, going back in the camping scene, but that was killing me with the freak when he was naked. I was like,
Yeah.
what is like I'm like, this is actually hilarious. And
Also, he was so nervous about skinny dipping. I'm like, the whole point is like, if you go when everyone else is going, no one else is seeing you naked.
yeah,
But he like stood there and freaked out, so then everyone's looking at him.
I know that was funny. And like he's like, I need my clothes. I need my clothes. Like I was like, oh my God, this is actually hilarious. But I was for a second, I thought he was gonna walk in the tent.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen, and I thought Lucas Gage was gonna be like, "Are you joining us?"
Yeah, like I was like, oh my God, no, but that didn't happen. But I thought that it would be funny if it happened. Yeah, that was a scene that was funny. And another thing before we talk about more of the end or wrap this up, but I really like that Molly Shannon played her mom, Poppy's
Mhm.
mom, because she's like really funny. She's like very much a character actress. And like, I just thought the whole scene with the parents and like him talking to the dad, and the dad thinks he's talking about like his
Yeah,
penis, and he's like, not. Like, he's talking about it, whatever, airplane or whatever. And I just was like, oh my God, this is like laugh out loud funny. Like,
yeah.
we have romance, we have comedy, we have it all. I really liked it.
Yeah, it really was like the full package. And then at the end, the best part was when they did the cover photo.
Yes.
The pose was the cover photo. I love that so much. I thought it
Yeah.
was such a good touch and like a good way to end the movie. But
hmm
I was so shocked at how much I liked it. Like this might be one of the best rom-coms I've seen in like the last few years.
No, it definitely is. And it does make me, like you said, very excited for her other
Mhm.
adaptations because you can tell that Emily Henry really, really cares about these characters, especially with how closely this movie is to the book, where I'm like very excited for the books that I actually do like a lot more, like Beach Read and like Funny Story. Like I'm like, come on, like let's speed up that process of that production. But I'm very excited for those. And like you never really know with Netflix. Sometimes when a book that you like gets picked up by Netflix, it's kind of like, oh, because I don't know, they kind of just have not a great track record. But this is definitely really, really up that for me. Like now I'm like, I'm not too worried about that stuff. I think they'll cast the right people and they'll like, because if you'd have told me Tom Blythe, I'd be like, wait, what? Even though I think he's cute and everything, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't really see an actor for what they can bring to a character until you actually see it. And I feel like these two people were like perfectly
Yeah,
cast.
I think so too. Let us know which Emily Henry book you want adapted to the big screen next.
Make sure you're following us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at First in Line Pod. And also, don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And always give us 5 stars,
Yep.
like our YouTube videos, like our YouTube shorts, like support us in any way, please. We love it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Next week, we're going to be talking about Cake Eater, Carl Radke's autobiography. If you want to read with us, make sure that you catch up before then. If not, we'll see you next time on First in Line.
Bye.